All right, guys. So, welcome to another episode of Moving Commas podcast. I'm your host, Amar. Today, I'm going to be touching on the topic on how to easily, or probably the quickest way to make close to six figures, or maybe possibly even supplement your income as a online business owner, or maybe a freelancer or consultant. And the easiest way, if I would actually go about doing that, if I were to simply start from scratch from the point that I've gotten into business and what I know now, I think the most high leverage skill set that I can actually tell others to actually acquire and really focus on if they really want to start making some serious money is to learn sales. The reason why I say this again is the most high leverage skill that you can acquire. You do it on a daily basis to acquire relationships, build relationships, maintain relationships, and just communicate things on a general basis. And of course, if you're not in the sales space, I know how this can be looked at as a very difficult thing to come across. What I'd like to say is it's all really comes down to practice and having a good approach. At the bottom line, building relationships, having good communication, and also confidence when you're speaking to people is one of the main fundamentals to in doing well, and just in life in general, and just business as well. So when we're talking about how to acquire these skill sets, you can start off by reading books. Again, there are a lot of different books on sales. I can attach some links in this podcast as well too, for some recommendations. But the biggest thing that can allow you to skip going into starting your own business, if you're literally just wanting to acquire the skill set, is by getting into a setting role with an online business, or possibly with a coaching company or an agency per se, and or possibly maybe even translating those skill sets into a closing role, which can allow you to actually earn a percentage or commission on these deals. The reason why I get a lot of new individuals are just looking to join this environment, or just be successful in running their online business or being a consultant in general. I always tell them to really do well here. Like, you really need to acquire that one skill set, which is the art of persuasion and the art of translating value. Whatever spectrum you're at, whether you're leading a company or you're simply just trying to acquire more money, you need to know how to get people to commit to an appointment or a setting, consultation environment. And you need to also understand how to translate enough value and information in order for someone to buy your products or services. In the beginning, I highly recommend, if you're just starting out, there are a lot of setting roles. You can work on commission. Most of them are commission. You can share anywhere between 5 to upwards of maybe 15% on some of these high ticket offers or services that are online in this space. Again, working with a reputable company that has a good delivery vehicle and is, again, been in the space for some time, they would be more than happy to bring you in on a performance level. I don't know what companies would stop, people that are just getting into the introduction process to get around to getting more, experience, and also helping their organization grow, because everything is pretty much performance in this, industry. And as you get really good, you can start to, graduate and get your skills into a position where now you can actually close these deals yourself, which can get you a whopping commission of anywhere between 15 and upwards of 30%, depending on what industry, offer, or business you actually work in. Just this skill set alone can help you generate hundreds of thousands of dollars a year if that is your primary focus. Again, if you are simply just looking to generate cash and find another source of income, and or completely replace your primary income, the number one way to actually do that is by getting good at sales. You can start off as a setter and or even a closer, but again, I want to provide the most amount of value for anyone that's looking to just navigate this field, because there are so many things that come to light when you're trying to get into this online space, and with all this shiny object syndrome and all these get rich quick schemes and scams and stuff like that, it can be very hard to maneuver a a full landscape, or a whole marketplace of just smokes and mirrors. And I want to be very upfront with what is the most easiest way to penetrate through all of that noise and get to the bag. And again, I am sharing these experiences and information simply just because I know what it has been like to be on that side of the fence. Yes, I'm going to be using those words because as you grow and as you start to get more experience, you understand what phases you are in and what types of areas you're currently at within your career or just your life in general. So when you're looking back and you're trying to provide the best roadmap for someone to simply acquire the skills and start making money online, this would be the number one strategy. Again, if you're simply looking to either replace and or supplement your income, I highly recommend looking into high ticket commission sales, and most importantly, acquiring your skill sets to set appointments and also get into the closing space as well. I will be talking more about this and giving more information on how to simply maneuver the marketplace and be successful. But for today, if you're simply just looking to get a gem and or just some sort of trajectory in what my best experience has been looking like, and what I recommend to for individuals who are starting off in this space, would be to really double down and acquire those skill sets, to sell, really well. That is all for today. And if you enjoyed enjoyed more about this podcast and the information that we're sharing, my objective is to provide, as much value as I can as possible to anyone that's listening here, that can either help them provide some insights and clarity, and most importantly, just help business owners out on a daily basis. That will be a conclusion of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please share and subscribe if you will, and we'll see you on the next episode.